So keep one suture shorter, around half the length. The shorter suture is known as the post and the longer suture is known as loop. So hold the post suture with thumb and the index finger and then rotate the loop suture once, then second time, and then third time around the post. So we have rotated loop suture around the post for 3 times. So this window will be created in front of the index finger. So past the end of the loop suture through this window, then tighten it outside, and then with the knot pusher slide the knot inside. So this post now will become longer and loop will become shorter. Now we have to take alternate half stitches. So the order will be, first we will go over, one more time over, so lastly it will be under. Now let's see one more time in slow motion. So post suture is kept short and loop suture is kept long. Hold the post suture with thumb and index finger and rotate loop suture around the post for 3 times. Now pass the end of the loop suture through the window created in front of the index finger. Now leave the loop suture below and just hold the post suture. After tightening the knot, pull on the post suture so that the knot will slide inside. Keep on pulling the post suture till the knot touches the soft tissue. Take the knot pusher over the post with the thumb and the rest of the fingers. Tighten the knot by pulling simultaneously post and the loop sutures. Now let's see how to take over stitch. Pass the thread over the post suture and in between the window pass the end of the loop suture, and then with the knot pusher slide the knot inside over the previously taken sliding knot. Repeat the same step one more time to pass total 2 over stitches. Lastly, take under stitch by passing the loop stitch below the post suture and through the window passing the end of the loop suture. That will complete our sliding knot construction. After confirming that knot is fully tight, using the fiber wire cutter, cut the knot flush without keeping the suture ends too long. Thank you.